The Long Island Arts Alliance's Back in the Spotlight is made possible by the New York State Council on the Arts. We're in Plattdeutsch Park in Franklin Square with Bavarian cultural group Original Enzian as they prepare to go back in the spotlight at the Long Island Bavarian Festival.
The official name of the group is SVV Original Enzian, and the SVV stands for Schuhplattler Vergnügungsverein.
The Bavarian Festival is a celebration of German culture where Original Enzian can once again perform the dance that has kept their love for their culture alive for 100 years, Schuhplattling.
Schuhplattling is a type of dancing. It's shoe slapping, Schuhplattling. And it comes from Bavaria, and it comes from Austria. It's actually not most of Germany. It's just that region, the mountain, and actually only the mountain region of Germany.
You can be in Germany, and if you're not in Bavaria, some people kind of make fun of the Bavarians and this style of dancing and the wearing of the lederhosen and dirndls and such, which in this country, everybody believes that's all of Germany. But it's really not. It's really in the Bavarian area of southern Germany.
The dance is meant to mimic the Auerhahn bird, which is kind of like a German turkey. It's the mating dance of the bird. So when the bird is trying to attract a partner, the bird will flap its arms and stomp its feet, and that's exactly what we're mimicking here. Right now I'm the Kindervortänzerin, which means I'm the lead dancer of the children's group Girls, and I'm the adult Vortänzerin as well.
This one's called the Kreuzpolka and the Crosspolka.
A lot of the dances are named in German, so we're sharing the German words and the meaning behind the dances.
Besides the dances, there is also not quite an oral history, but there is, the traditions get passed down. There's songs, there's skits.
One of those skits is a fun dance that involves mining hard hats, hammers, chisels, and dynamite.
I took German in high school, so I was able to speak the language for a while. But it wasn't until I joined and came here that I was really exposed to Bavarian culture and dancing and having the opportunity to go so many places and meet so many people. It's really great.
With my family, there wasn't really much of an embrace of the culture initially. I didn't know much about it until I started coming to the Platt. So it was a new open door that I could explore, and I've totally embraced it. So I feel comfortable with that.
She will practice at home. You hear her in the basement, and she's downstairs practicing turning and spinning and learning how to waltz here with different members, and she loves it.
The love for dance is everywhere you look. The elders help youngsters with their technique, kids emulate the adults, and if it looks like Schuhplattling is in their genes, there's a great reason for that.
This organization was formed by folks who came over from Germany and brought their traditional dancing customs here. So the club, from its inception, has been a dancing club.
First time that I was involved was 60 years ago, 1962. Well, I was the president, I was the vice president, I was the treasurer. I stepped down from president after 2 years to be the dance leader because I thought the dancing was the most important thing of what we did.
And fully understanding the importance of dance for Original Enzian, Richard has stepped up as dance leader. On the dance floor, he controls the choreography with a stomp of the foot.
So it's certain parts of the dance that we want to change figures and do different moves and do different patterns, and I'm there to say, hey, we're going to now change and do this. We've been doing a lot of these dances forever, and so a lot of people know what's coming up next, just a matter of how long of a time frame I want to put in between stamps. Right right here on the bottom of my foot right here, lovely horseshoes. And this is a solid piece of wood and leather right there that gives me that sound, that loud stamp sound. Whether it be on a wooden floor in the dance hall or outside on concrete, these things, they're pretty loud.
2022 marks the 100th anniversary of original Enzian. Their key to survival has been that the club is more of an extended family, figuratively and literally.
I was born into the club. I started when I was 3 years old. All three of my brothers used to dance. My two brothers still dance, and my mother dances as well. So I've been doing this a long time, for 22 years.
Got two kids, 5 and 6, and they just love the music. They love getting dressed in the Chakten, which is the lederhosen and the dirndl. And they love the Oompa music, and they love the food. And then now they can't believe that they're actually going to dance in the festival, their very first one on Saturday.
The festival that he's referring to is the 48th annual Bavarian Festival, which returns as a live event after a 2-year hiatus. Herman is an 83-year-old member of the club that attended the first Bavarian Festival.
You ever do any shoe slapping?
Of course.
Yeah?
I belong to the club now 50 years.
So, could you do a little something now?
No, you couldn't me. I didn't have a beer yet.
Original Enzian is the organizer of the Bavarian Festival, and as hosts, they get to entertain the public.
We're getting ready to go out there and perform for everyone. We're going to do one dance called the Hutatanz, or the hat dance. As you can see, we got our nice Bavarian hats on, and we're going to play some tricks with our hats, and hopefully you guys enjoy.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the shoe quatla, Mark knows how to do this nice and slow. All right, guys, got it?
And if you didn't catch that, Stefan and Stephanie will give you a refresher.
So you got a couple of basic hits. You got your first one on your left leg, the second one's on the right leg, and then the rest are on the feet. So you got the right hand to the left foot, you got the right hand to the right foot, and the left foot to the right hand. And you can put that all together into a basic pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you just build off of it. That's the basic pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With the girls, we sit, and you'll see a lot of movement from our skirt and our aprons. One of our skills that we work on from the kids to the adults is planting your foot.
So a nice round of applause for your hosts, the original Enzian, 100 years old this year.